At just 9 years old, Celine Tam stepped onto the world stage and proved that age is no barrier to greatness. With a voice that blended power and tenderness, she captivated millions and quickly became one of the most talked-about young performers of her generation. Yet behind the viral performances and standing ovations lies a far more layered story, one filled with discipline, ambition, family dynamics, and public controversy. Her journey is not simply about talent. It is about the pressures of early fame, the expectations placed on gifted children, and the resilience required to grow up under intense public scrutiny. A childhood filled with music. Born in Hong Kong on November 22, 2007, Celine Tam grew up in an environment where music was not just entertainment, but a daily practice. Her father, Steve Tam, worked as a music educator and ran a vocal training center, turning their home into a space filled with rehearsals and melodies. From an early age, Celine absorbed vocal techniques and performance discipline almost as naturally as conversation. Surrounded by students and constant practice, she developed both technical skill and confidence. While some viewed the training as intense for a child, it undeniably laid a strong foundation for her remarkable vocal control and stage presence. Early competitions and first recognition. At only 5 years old, Celine entered the children's singing competition, Let's Sing Kids. Her performance stunned judges and audiences alike, as she displayed emotional depth and pitch accuracy rare for someone her age. That moment marked the beginning of her public journey. Winning applause at such a young age gave her a sense of purpose and belonging on stage. It also strengthened her family's belief that she possessed an extraordinary gift worth cultivating. From that point forward, singing was no longer a simple hobby. It became a structured pursuit, requiring practice, discipline, and a growing commitment to excellence. Balancing childhood and ambition. Growing up in Hong Kong meant navigating a fast-paced city filled with opportunity and competition. While other children explored sports or casual hobbies, Celine's schedule increasingly revolved around rehearsals and performances. Balancing schoolwork, friendships, and public appearances required maturity beyond her years. Yet music remained her emotional anchor. Performing brought her joy and provided an outlet for expression. As her reputation expanded locally, she began participating in larger events and television programs. Each appearance strengthened her ability to handle nerves and connect with audiences. Even amid mounting expectations, her passion for singing remained authentic and central to her identity. A breakthrough on Little Big Shots. In 2014, Celine appeared on the television program Little Big Shots, performing You Raised Me Up alongside fellow young singer Jeffrey Lee. The duet introduced her to an international audience and marked a significant turning point in her career. Viewers were struck not only by her vocal strength, but also by the emotional maturity she brought to the performance. The show demonstrated that her talent extended far beyond local stages. It also gave her valuable experience performing under bright lights and global scrutiny. This exposure planted the seeds for even greater opportunities that would soon follow. The moment on America's Got Talent, Celine's defining breakthrough came in 2017 when she auditioned for America's Got Talent. Choosing to perform My Heart Will Go On, she stepped onto one of the world's most competitive stages. From the first note, her voice commanded attention, controlled, resonant, and filled with emotion. Judges and audience members were visibly moved, and her performance quickly went viral online. When she received the golden buzzer, it signified more than just advancement in the competition. It confirmed her arrival as an international talent. That single moment transformed her from a promising child singer into a global sensation. Life behind the spotlight. While her performances drew praise, the reality behind the scenes was far more complex. Fame at a young age brought immense pressure. Media outlets and online commentators began scrutinizing every detail of her life and career. Questions arose about whether she was being pushed too hard and whether her success was carefully orchestrated. As both her father and manager, Steve Tam became a central figure in public discussions. The dual role blurred lines between parental guidance and professional ambition. Though Celine continued to perform with poise, the emotional weight of public opinion added a new challenge to her journey. Controversy and criticism. As her popularity grew, so did controversy. Some critics accused Steve Tam of exploiting his daughter's talent for financial gain. Social media debates intensified, with viewers questioning the ethics of managing a child's career in such a demanding industry. Allegations surfaced regarding his professional credentials and his approach to business. These criticisms began to overshadow Celine's achievements, shifting attention away from her artistry. For a young performer still developing her sense of self, the public scrutiny was undoubtedly difficult. Yet despite the noise, her performances continued to speak for themselves, reminding audiences of her undeniable talent. Defense and public response. In response to mounting backlash, Steve Tam publicly defended his intentions, stating that his priority was supporting his daughter's passion. He emphasized that Celine genuinely loved singing and willingly pursued each opportunity. Nevertheless, skepticism lingered. Critics questioned whether a parent could objectively balance protection and promotion in such a competitive environment. Public apologies and clarifications did little to silence debate entirely. The controversy created a complicated narrative around her success. While some admired her achievements, others viewed them through a lens of doubt. Through it all, Celine remained focused on her craft, allowing her voice to remain central. Rising again on the global stage. Despite challenges, Celine continued to perform internationally. In 2019, she participated in World's Got Talent, delivering a powerful rendition of Hallelujah. Once again, her performance earned a golden buzzer, reaffirming her place among elite young vocalists. The emotional depth in her singing demonstrated growth not only technically, but personally. Each stage appearance showed increasing confidence and maturity. Gradually, public attention shifted back toward her artistry rather than controversy. Her resilience became part of her story, inspiring supporters who admired her ability to persevere despite criticism and pressure. The cost of early fame. Celine's journey highlights the broader conversation about child performers and the cost of early fame. Growing up under constant public evaluation can shape identity in profound ways. The expectations placed upon gifted children often blur the boundary between passion and obligation. For Celine, singing brought genuine joy, yet it also carried responsibility and scrutiny. The world watched her not only as an artist, but as a symbol of parental ambition and youthful prodigy. Her experience invites reflection on how society celebrates talent, while sometimes overlooking the emotional complexities behind the applause. Strength, identity, and growth. As she continues to mature, Celine faces the challenge of defining herself beyond early achievements. Many child stars struggle to transition into adulthood while maintaining authenticity. For Celine, maintaining a sense of individuality amid public narratives is essential. Her resilience suggests a determination to remain true to her love of music rather than external expectations. The discipline instilled in childhood has given her technical mastery, but personal growth will determine her long-term fulfillment. By focusing on self-expression rather than public approval, she can shape a future rooted in confidence rather than controversy. Conclusion: an inspiring yet complex legacy. Celine Tam's story is both uplifting and intricate. She demonstrated extraordinary talent at an age when most children are still discovering their interests. Her rise to international fame showcased the power of dedication and opportunity. Yet her journey also exposed the pressures that accompany early success and the complicated dynamics of family management in the entertainment world. Through triumphs and controversies alike, her voice remained her strongest truth. Ultimately, her story reminds us that greatness often carries hidden challenges, and that resilience, more than applause, defines lasting impact.